Hello everyone, it's Cash again from Cloud Soldier. Welcome to my channel. Um, um, I've just started this new course AZ 900 in one of my local community college in Wolverhampton, and I'm just basically I've been doing live training on Saturdays, and there's a request from students that while I've been doing some labs, they get stuck sometime and they want to revise it. So what I'm doing now. So whatever we have done in the class, I will make some like copy that or reproduce these lectures in a form of YouTube videos. So today, as we know that all of the students have Azure free account, which is $200, and they can use for a month to complete this AZ 900 course. If I just go to what we're going to be doing today is just go to this Microsoft website. So this is basically, I'll put this link in our description. So this is the study guide for exam AZ 900 Microsoft Azure Fundamentals. It gives you all the important links. I just do not want to waste time because we're going to be doing the lab, so you can go through what kind of exam will be based on, so such as describe cloud computing, benefits of using cloud services. We have all discussed that already. Describe cloud service types. We have discussed IaaS, PaaS, SaaS, Azure architecture and services. About 35 to 40% questions will come here. So what we'll be doing here in this video today, we'll be discussing compute services, Azure Compute here, and we'll be doing it. There's a reason I'm starting from that. So we'll cover this first topic, and then we'll move to other subjects. So without further ado, let's crack it. So the agenda is we're gonna be doing like we started from the compute. We'll talk about virtual machine service, then we do a lab, and we'll connect to this Azure virtual machines. Either you can connect via using your Windows laptop or a MacBook. I've got a MacBook, so I'll show you how to connect with it. But also, when I log into this machine, I will show you guys how to use a Windows machine to connect to Azure virtual machines. Then we'll discuss on resizing the virtual machine. Okay, let's start that. So I'm logged on to my Azure portal, as you can see that. And as you know that Microsoft services, if I go back to and explain to you guys a little bit of this, say for example, I can explain to you now just a little bit whiteboard. So you have got your existing laptop or a or desktop, sorry, or a server. So this is a server, and this is your laptop. So you got CPU, you got RAM, you got network card, then you got storage, and basically you can see physically all that. But in cloud computing, as you guys know, that all that stuff, all of this will be created virtually in Azure portal. So for example, in this slide, as you can see that we can have in desktop Windows 10 11 operating system, and there's got CPU, memory. Same thing we can do with the server operating systems. I've explained to you, as you all know, what a server means. So server 2022 and Ubuntu server 22. So in this lab, what we'll do, we'll create a Windows virtual machine. So just crack onto that one. So you're all familiar with this portal now. So if I go to, you can see this burger menu, all the services over here. So Windows have got Azure has got a service called virtual machine service, which will provide you a to create virtual machines in Azure portal on the fly. So if you click create resource, go to create virtual machine. You have got different subscription, as you know that. If we so in the resource group, we click create new. And just you can give any names. As you know, the resource group is a logical group of makes resources in a logical way, so that means they're isolated from other network cards or any network resources or other resource groups. So we call it, in this our case, you can call it anything, cache demo 1, or you can, sorry, my apologies, you can call it cache demo RG. RG stands for resource group. Click and we call the virtual machine name, say cache demo 1 VM01, or you can call it demo 01 if it's too much. And region, we use UK South. Availability zone, it is for redundancy, just ignore this for time being. For the image, we're going to be using Windows, so choose this one and go to disk. If you scroll down, sorry, so we got this B2S. If we choose this to B1S, the reason it's only 1 CPU and 1 GB, but the reason is a purpose of doing this. When this machine will be created, as you know that we will be doing this resizing of the machine after connecting. So go back again, we call a username, we call it say Azure user password PASSW0RD. that's what I choose normally, and PA should match. You got green ticks, that means fine. Please make sure you remember that. If you forget this password, days away, quite easy. I'll show you guys when you get into the portal how to change the password. So you know that inbound port remote desktop protocol is 3389. So this is a port on the virtual machine. So when basically you are accessing this virtual machine and the port on this is 3389, you are somewhere and this is your laptop and this is internet, and you access this machine via pip. What is pip? You should guys know that, public IP address. So just think of that when you're accessing Windows virtual machine, this port has to be open 3389. Going back again, so we leave this on as it is. Go to disk, operating system minimum, they'll give you 127 GB, which is more than enough. We can choose standard because to save some money. We're gonna delete these resources anyway. Close that. Just ignore that at the moment. Just ignore that at the moment. It's not auto scope at the moment. So next. So just leave it like this. So this will create a virtual network, subnet, public IP address. Just ignore all that. Actually, you just select that public IP. So when we delete the machine, it should delete the network card and the public IP address. Management, don't just ignore this for timing. So we're going to be discussing every single thing in future. Management, just ignore that. Keep going. Monitoring, disable that, we don't want to monitor at the moment. Advanced, next tag, and review and create, and it will validate. Click create. As you can see in this notification box, deployment in progress. We will come back when this is done. Right, so we can see that this deployment has been succeeded. Just ignore that, cross that, and go to resource. So the resource means that this is the machine we created, demo VM01. As you can see, it is in running state. This is the resource scope we mentioned, and the location is UK South, and this is the public IP address. This is the virtual network and subnet. Please do not worry at this stage. I will explain all this, and it will be a piece of cake for you guys when you understand. So don't get scared or afraid of that. There's so many things. Networking, we got this public IP address. Don't worry about it. Like I said, so this is the computer name, operating system Windows, generation V2, 64 architect, the size standard B1S, and all that. Keep ignoring that. So what we'll do, we will try to connect. So in your Windows machine, if you are using, so you go to connect and click connect, and you can download this RDP file onto your desktop, and you launch it, and then you should be able to connect to this virtual machine using your username and password. In my case, I've got MacBook. So for MacBook, you need to have a software called remote desktop. So before I do that, I just copy this public IP address and go to my remote desktop. Right, just click add PC. Add PC, just copy this password and add. So this is a 169, just confirming in 172.167.221.169. So do not say 172 point. So in IT we do not say that. So say 172.167.221.169. So we copied that. If you go back in, double click this again, and we are connecting to this machine. So username is Azure user, and password you enter, continue. So this should be able to, here we go. So it is connected. Right, so I have tried to see, I tried to launch it and it says your session was disconnected. So we need to fix this. The reason is that because the size of the machine is very small, and it couldn't handle the server, so we need to increase the size. Okay, no problem. This is what I was expecting anyway. So what you do, you go to your portal again, and go to home, or if you're not home, go to your virtual machines again. So this is your virtual machine, click that again. In the search box, type size, and as you before you type size, you should notice that the size is standard B1S, only one vCPU, which is a virtual CPU, and 1 gig of memory. But that's why the remote session failed. So what to do, we go to size again, and you can see these are all the sizes of all our virtual machine. So what we do, let's try to connect to B2S. Yeah, and resize, and now you can see that it's resizing the virtual machine. Standard B1S, and it should change to B2S. If you go to notification, you can see that's resizing virtual machine. Let's come back when it is done. Right, you can see that resize virtual machine, successful resize virtual machine. Then move into size standard B2S, but in the portal it's still showing B1S. So just refresh it. Here we go. B2S is 2. size gone from BTS to standard B1S to B2. It takes few minutes to get to show you and the VCP and all that. So what we do now, try again, go to our machine, double click, and type in our username, Azure user, type in PASSWRD123, enter, continue, and you can see that hopefully this time it's quite faster now. It's connecting. So just wait for a few seconds. So you see, and the virtual machine has been logged. Sorry, remotely connected, and you can see we cancel that. Just ignore that. Right. So we have it's loading all the program. At the moment, we don't need to worry about it. So I just want to show you guys. So we have successfully changed from standard B1S to B2S. I hope this is quite informative for you. Please, if you have any issues, students, instead of asking me directly, please comment on my YouTube channel and I'll reply you guys straight away. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.